Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Hello, it has been far too long. I just want to say a quick hi and drop you a little bit of a video here explaining my absence, where I've been, give you an update on the clarity I've found about my work and the conversation I want to have with you here, and tell you a bit about what I want to do with this channel because there's some really special stuff on store, and I want to build an amazing conversation with you. So let's go ahead. So first, let me go ahead and just kind of get it out of the way. Why have I not been posting? It's been 3 months since I pretty much put up my last video. Well, there's a few reasons for that. The long and the short of it is that I moved to a new city and with nothing, with literally just a few items in my car, kind of came here on a whim and with very little cash. So I'm kind of starting from scratch, starting from zero. And this new city, I had to get a job, and then I had to get a second job, and then I had to save up, and then I had to put down a deposit on a room and move into my new place. So here I am in my new place, but as you can see, I don't have a whole lot at the moment. And I've just been basically grinding my ass to the hilt, working to get up and running. So that's taken me about 3 months to get that all sorted out and get that kind of evened out and leveled out, which is where I'm at now. And to be honest, also along that time, there's just been some heavy energetic stuff that I've been processing and healing and working through and wanting to clarify in myself so that I can be clear for you. So I took a few months off just to kind of work hard, bust ass, get settled, and get clear so that we can have this conversation. So that's where I've been, and that's why I haven't been on the channel. I hope you can understand that and relate to that and forgive that. But here I am, and boy oh boy do I have some amazing concepts and ideas and content and some amazing work to do with you if you want to do the work. So I started this channel because I wanted to help people in my own little way. I want to give back to the world and contribute something positive, something uplifting, and kind of do something with all the insights and the epiphanies and the teachings and the wisdoms and all the information I've collected, and try to really do something useful with that for the world, because there's just so much suffering. There's so much pain and unnecessary hardship out there that I would like to help alleviate some of that in my own small way if I can. So I've basically been on this process for over 20 years, since the late 90s, of trying to articulate these insights and these experiences and all the knowledge and all that I've been kind of accumulating, whether that's from psychedelic experiences, whether that's from reading psychological stuff, whether that's from my own life experience and kind of trial and error, trying to put that all together into something that's useful, coherent, maybe a little more clear, or maybe just a better rendering of traditional ideas or old ideas or ideas that have been articulated in a way that might resonate for a different set of people. And it's been this long, slow process where I've been basically getting fragments and pieces, and it's been such a big kind of thing that I've been trying to articulate that I haven't really even understood exactly what it was that I was trying to say, or what I was trying to articulate to you. And so what happened to me really over this time off is I just got that clarity of what exactly it is that I'm trying to say and what it is that I'm trying to communicate about here on the channel, and what I want to talk to you about. And really what that is this process of awakening, the process of awakening, whether that's spiritual awakening, personal, psychological awakening, political awakening, whatever. This relationship to truth and what it means when we encounter the truth, and what it means to learn to integrate the truth into ourselves and then embody that and allow that to transform us and to grow and to actualize truth back out into the world. That to me is really what I've been trying to articulate and understand and get at the heart of for 20 years. And I feel like by understanding that that's what it is that I'm trying to articulate, and now it's like the pieces have fallen into place and all the stuff that I've been learning all clicked. and it all makes sense. And now I really want to begin to start to have this conversation with you about what it means to awaken and what the awakening process is and looks like, what the traps and the setbacks and the challenges along the way are, how to overcome them, and how to transform and evolve and embody what it is that you want to embody, that is your personal next level in whatever area it is that you're experiencing an awakening in. So I hope that makes sense. And so, interestingly enough, while I've been planning this content for you and looking at creating this big, deep, profound, beautiful, amazing conversation about awakening with you, suddenly there's this new crazy virus in the world, and it's turning everything upside down, including our economy. And so, as the old saying goes in personal development, energy flows where attention goes, right? So right now, the attention, my own attention, but also the world's attention, and certainly our country's attention here in the US, is largely on the coronavirus. And so it's dawned on me that I can do something about that for you guys. I can help in my own small way. Obviously, I can't cure the coronavirus or fix the economy, but what I can do is empower you with a set of tools to deal with emergency scenarios, to deal with the SHTF, shit hits the fan situation, to help you learn how to navigate your own emotions, your own internal state, how to manage yourself and manage others, and how to deal with the different kind of situations that come up with in terms of your own psychology, in terms of your own emotionality, in terms of your own state management, in terms of dealing with letting go of old traumas. So the first thing I want to do is, perhaps a little more on the negative side of things in terms of addressing pain and trauma and fear and anxiety, but that's kind of where the world's at right now. So for me, this makes more sense to start there and create for you a super affordable set of tools that's focused, that's kind of boiled down to bare essentials. So it's kind of TLDR or 80-20 if you're optimized to be the most basic fundamental stuff you need to learn so you can learn it quickly, to learn how to manage your own state, manage your own emotions, manage other people's state and emotions, and also how to let go of trauma. So if you go through traumatic events, or you're currently experiencing traumatic events, or you're already carrying traumatic stuff from your past, you want to let it go so that you can be more present, more at peace as we move through this challenging time. You'll have those tools. So that's the first thing I want to create. The cool thing about that is that these tools obviously also work not in an SHTF situation. They're just universal tools that work for managing your own state. So if you ever want to learn how to release trauma, let go of shit, get present, learn how to manage your own emotions, your own state, or help other people manage theirs, this is going to be a super affordable tool set. I'm going to try to make it as kind of quickly and focused as possible for you, so it's just out there, it's available as immediately as possible for you. So if you're interested in that, that'll be coming. The other thing I'm going to be creating soon is a toolkit for knowing and understanding how to build alliances and friendships with people who are strangers, people you don't know, and to generally begin to understand the psychology of those around you so that you can connect with others in an emergency situation. This is a video, I was planning on making somewhere further down the line, but basically it dawned on me a while ago that one of the most key skills you can have in an SHTF, shit hits the fan situation, is going to be the ability to make friends, the ability to connect with others, to build alliances, to link up with people, to share skills, to share resources, to be able to foster trust. Because if you're a lone wolf in a kind of a lawless world, you're probably not going to survive no matter how well prepared you are. And this is a prevalent truth you see in the prepper community. And while I'm not a prepper per se, I respect kind of where they're at and just that general mindset of being prepared for the worst, just in case, because it never hurts. And if you look into that world, you see most preppers are kind of these lone wolf characters who don't really play well with others, don't necessarily like other people, are a little antisocial, tend to be loners, tend to be introverted. may not have the best social skills, which is part of what has driven them to kind of give up on society and focus on prepping. Not all, but there's a lot. Also, possibly if any of you here are into this channel because you are attracted to the information I was sharing about social anxiety, you might be in a similar situation where maybe you're not as socially skilled as you could be, and what happens then if you're underskilled socially and you're introverted and you're all of a sudden in a place where you need to be able to connect to others and kind of form alliances for your own survival. I just think it's going to be a crucial key skill, whether or not the shit hits the fan. But if it does, definitely it's going to be kind of a tribal thing. And you're going to want to learn how to successfully navigate tribal dynamics. And so I can teach you that. I can teach you a lot who has moved over 40 times in my life, who has had all kinds of different friend groups, all kinds of different interests that overlap that I'm involved in. I had to make friends over and over and over and over. And I'm someone who's very introverted, someone who, I was raised an only child. I didn't necessarily have the sibling thing to learn how to be social. And so I really had to learn the hard way. And boy, have I learned. And, add into that my study of hypnosis, NLP, psychology, and there's a whole toolkit that I'm creating and that I understand and that I can articulate to you that maybe somebody who naturally knows how to make friends or build rapport with people can't really articulate and communicate to you in the way that I can. So I want to make that for you as well, and this will be a bigger course than the one on emotional management, but it'll be kind of a sister course to it, again, for this very practical thing of these soft skills, of friendship building and rapport building that will be essential to your survival if things go sideways in the world. Now, again, if things don't go sideways in this world, they're still useful skills that you can use every day and any day in your life and anytime you need to. But if you don't have those skills and you need to rely on them, you're going to be in a much worse off situation. So for me, these are two things I can teach immediately and offer to you guys immediately that, God forbid, if in the coming weeks this upheaval in the world, you'll be a little more prepared. You'll be prepared to manage emotionally, you'll be prepared internally, and you'll be prepared externally to be able to navigate relationships and agreements and all of that. So I hope that's of interest to you too. So I'm going to be starting, I guess, oddly enough, interestingly enough, with a lot of content about that. So I'll be talking more, immediately. The next few videos I'll be doing will be much more about SHTF scenarios, state management, emotional management, friendships, alliances, that kind of thing, as I build these courses. And then over time, I'll be kind of shifting the conversation then back into looking at this process of awakening, looking at spiritual awakening, psychological awakening, and how to practically heal from things like anxiety, depression, social anxiety, all that kind of stuff, and start to understand this bigger picture process that we are inside of that I think many of us are kind of not fully attuned to and understanding the ramifications of. So if any of that is of interest to you, please continue to follow. Please, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if this is something you're interested in. Tell me if this will be useful for you. If not, or if you feel like there's something I can speak to that's parallel to this that you want addressed, let me know. I'd like to hear about it. And I hope you're doing well. And thank you for watching the update. And take care. Be well. Stay safe, please. And I will be in touch soon with a new video talking more about this stuff. All right, take care.